Hey, what's up, guys? So, what we're working on today is some new tail lights that I had gotten from the Hummer. This isn't an unboxing video, so I'm not gonna, go through that whole thing. They did come in this box here. As you can see, it was packed like crazy, very well packed. I was actually impressed. It took me like 5 to 10 minutes just to get both of them out of all this wrap. So I was really impressed with that. That shows me that they do care about their products. So let's go outside and check them out. Working on the bin some too. My son knocked out the first layer of the deadening on the trunk lid. We got the floor ripped out, battery removed, etc. So we can start deadening the bottom pan as well. Going to do 3 layers of kill mat, 100 mil through here, and we're going to do a blow through trunk blow through, and that'll be a different video. All right, so back to the Hummer. All right, so these are the tails light that I went with. They are LED. Now when you get these, if you were to go with these, the reverse lights, you do have to use your current bulb for the reverse light down here. These up here are on a circuit board, and they have a harness on the back side, which I'll show you in just a moment. They have a harness on the back side that you just plug into the original socket. But down here, you'll have to use your existing bulb or upgrade to a LED bulb while you're at it, since you have the tail light out and everything. I'll show you that in just a moment as well. But what I did with these is I was actually looking for, as you can see, this is a smoked one. I was actually looking for the straight up chrome one. And then I was going to smoke it myself because I wanted to be able to control how dark the smoke was, because online these look very smoked, very blacked out. So you could because I wanted to be able to see the chrome up under the lens there, kind of shining through the smoke, if you will. Kind of the same thing I'm going to be doing on the bins, because I had originally went with a smoke tint, which you only have 2 grades of smoke tint to choose from. One that's called blackout, which is like black, and then smoke is kind of like this, where you can still kind of see through, but the smoke, or some manufacturers call it charcoal, is darker than I want. I really want just a light tint to it so I can see that chrome shining up under it, and which is what I was really iffy about with buying these. But these are actually really good. You can still see the chrome up under the lens shining through, and we're in the shade. As you can see, the sunlight's out there, and this is let's see, it's 2:21 in the afternoon, so really good transparency there. All right, now if you'll notice, here you have like a LED bar, I guess you could say, that wraps around the sides, and you have them on the sides here, and then in between you have just straight up LEDs, the different rows. All right, now my tail lights are on and the reverse lights are on. Now over here, we'll compare it to the original. Big difference, right? So these are on too, but they're kind of hard to see. You can see the little glimmer from the bulb in there, but it's still kind of hard to see. I'm trying to put a shadow on it, but not really working. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of shadow, but they're just kind of hard to see. And then of course the original OE tail light bulbs, which these bulbs are 3157s, which also are compatible with a couple of other 31s, like 31 34 57s, 31 56s, I believe. But the 31 57 is going to be the easiest to find. So we just back up here a little bit, and you can see the difference in the daylight. Which that OE bulb there has that warm hue to it, the kind of orangey look, I guess you could say. And the LEDs that I went with, which I'll talk about those in a moment. I went with a 6500 cool white bulb. All right, so let's get into the insides here. Which, if you haven't followed me or checked out on the other pictures or videos of the Hummer, this is being deadened, and we're putting a wall and speakers and all that stuff in here. That's a different topic. All right, so these are the LED lights that I use. These are also the same brand that I have in the front of the Hummer, which is why I wanted to change these out, because the front end is all LED, all modern looking, sequential lights, the whole nine, and the back of the truck just looked old, you know. So so what I did was I went with this brand, which is C-Light. I just get them off of Amazon, and this is the bulb itself. I want to say it's 27 LEDs, I think. But anyway, it has the OE style socket, and you just plug it into your original socket. Now, remember, LEDs are directional, so if you plug it in and it's not working, just take it out, flip it around, put it in, and it should work. Now, with the Hummer, it didn't need any type of resistors or anything, which is cool, because it's still kind of old schoolish, you know, which I like. It's easy to work on. You don't have to worry about computers and things like that, unlike my Benz, which everything triggers it, so that's a little more work. But what's really cool about this company, though, because I do have these same LEDs for the Benz, or all throughout the Benz, the front and the tails. And the cool thing about this company is they don't include any type of resistors, because from a business standpoint, I can understand it, because a lot of cars don't need them, just like the Hummer right now does not need them. Also, not all cars that require resistors need the same resistance ohm wise. So it's not a one size fits all type of deal. This company here, if you do use this company with bulbs for anything else, and you do find out that your lights are acting funny or not working or something like that, if you contact the company and you say, hey, you know, I got these bulbs and they're acting up or whatever, you tell them the model of your car or truck, SUV, whatever, and they'll send you the resistor that you need free of charge, and which I think that's kind of dope. You know, now I understand, you know, a lot of people are anxious to get them working and see how they look, etc. You know, and then you have to wait on the resistors to get there. I understand that part. But for them to just be like, hey, no problem, we got you, you know, we'll get them out to you, I think that's pretty cool. And two, from a business standpoint, they're not throwing away money just including resistors left and right, which is beneficial to the company, because they're able to keep the prices a little bit lower, because they're not including the resistors with every single package. So, but anyway, that's the company, C-Light. I get them straight from Amazon, which Amazon usually has them to me in a couple of days. So really good. I'm really happy with these. The headlights for the Hummer actually have the little fans on the back, so when you turn the lights on, the fans kick on and keeps the bulb cool. That's kind of cool. But anyway, all right, so back to the Hummer tail lights, and we'll start with the OE one. So this is the OE one. To remove it, you're going to have a screw here and here, just a Phillips head screw, And let's see, it's here and down here somewhere. It's down here. So you take those Phillips head screws out, and then you're going to have two clips, one down here and one up here, which on the truck would be about here and down here. And those, usually the top one I can get out with my hand. The bottom one is usually kind of stubborn, and for that I just use a plastic pry tool to pry it out. And you could use a screwdriver or something like that, but then you're taking a chance on nicking the edge, you know. But if you don't care about that, you know, just whatever you can use to pry it out. Now on the aftermarket one, you're going to have the same deal. You have a let's see, you have a clip style here that just pushes in, and then one up here just pushes in. Also, this is for your reverse light, so you just screw your socket in there, you know, like a half turn or whatever. Up here is the little harness that I was talking about. This just plugs into the socket in the truck and it's good to go. Now what I do is I usually put like a piece of duct tape or something like that over this with a little slit in it, just to prevent dust and stuff like that from getting down in there, just because I'm OCD like that. And this is how they look just out of the box. Now these are not lights down here, these are just reflectors. There's also one on the side. Alright guys, well that was just a quick video of the new tail lights. Also kind of a close-up look at some aftermarket ones. Also how to remove them, and bulb recommendation, got those here. If you have any questions or anything like that, I try to stay up on my notifications. Feel free to ask and I'll try my best to get back to you. Other than that, man, I appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned for more. One last thing before we go, and one thing that I forgot is to show how it actually looks with the turn signals on. Also, now we've gotten to where it is almost dusk here, and you can see the lights a little bit better. But with the turn signal on, that's how it would look. And of course I have the driver's side one in now, and that's how it looks at night, or close to night. Any darker and the lights would, you know, just give a big glare. So this was actually the perfect time of the evening to show them. All right guys, well that's the last thing I wanted to show you, and stay tuned, lots more to come.